a Friday night. Not really here for a good time, but if you're up for drinks and a good crowd, raise your glass to the sky. Let's toast to that. All these people can stay.
Hey everybody, I'm Justin.
I'm Chris.
And today we are taking a little driving tour along the Tugaloo River Corridor in Georgia. This is in the northeastern corner of Georgia, and it's kind of borders the South Carolina border as well. So I think the first part of this thing we're going to be driving mainly through Georgia, and then on the way back down we're going to cross over and then come back down on the South Carolina side.
Did you tell them who our special guest stars are today?
No, who's our special guest star?
Zeus!
Special guest star Zeus and Elizabeth, grouchy old lady in the back.
So we needed an easy tour because it's really hot and muggy out here, and we needed something where we could stay in the car a lot of the time. We wanted to take the dogs out, but it's just too hot to go hiking with them. They would die. Yeah. So this is a way that we can get out with short little trips, let them stretch their legs a little bit, and then a lot of it's driving, and they like driving in the car with us. Gets them out of the house, so that's good. So that's why we decided on doing this today.
All right, well, we're on our way, so we'll hit our first spot pretty soon, and we'll pick up then.
See ya.
Travelers Rest was built around 1815 to serve as a wayside inn for travelers on the Unicoi Turnpike, a busy thoroughfare that connected the Tugaloo and Tennessee rivers. James Rutherford Wiley operated the inn until Devereux Jarrett bought the place in 1833. Jarrett more than doubled the size of the structures and used it not only as an inn but as a residence and the headquarters to his vast plantation along the Tugaloo River. The home place stayed in the Jarrett family until 1955 when the state of Georgia bought it for $8,000. Looks like there's a little bird's nest up there. I don't hear anybody chirping in there, so it may be abandoned at this point. Nice little bird's nest. I think you can go inside of this place and visit the inside of it, but it's only open on the weekends. Looks like it's Saturday, Sunday, 9 to 5. Yeah, open to the public each Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 5. Unfortunately, today is Tuesday, so we will not be able to go in today. When I was looking around online before we came here, there was another YouTuber out there, a couple, that was talking about this. I haven't been able to see it anywhere else, but they were saying that these steps here were put here on purpose to help women onto horses. So I guess they would bring the horse around the backside. The women would walk up the stairs, and they were able to easily step onto the horse. Oh, this is interesting. According to the Jarrett family tradition, Devereux Jarrett slaves discovered this Indian rock along the Tugaloo River in the 1830s. Recognizing the significance of this unique stone and its petroglyphs, Jarrett had it placed under his American holly tree. Look at that. You can't really walk up to it, but I know with these petroglyphs, sometimes it's easier to see if you can shine a light from the side because it you can see the shadows of it. I can see the etchings on it, but they're not super distinct. But you can get kind of a better idea of what the etchings look like here. Yeah, you can definitely see the ones on top, up there, from the top down. Let's see what else is over here. you can see on the picture over there, it kind of looked like the shape of a person. You can kind of see it up there in the upper right hand corner there. Looks like it's kind of laying sideways with the head up here and then the body facing down that way. Huh. That's a trip. I wonder what that is. Look at this old tree stump. You can see it's kind of rotted in from the top, but man, that was a big tree at one point. And it's got this piece of machinery on top of it. What the heck is that used for? Who knows? So the next stop on this little road trip we're on brings us to this church here. This is the Providence Church and Cemetery. Apparently this was built by the same people that built, the same gentleman that built that the Travelers Rest that we just came from. It's only about a quarter mile up the road. And apparently back in the 50s, descendants of him, I guess they tore down the old church, which was kind of a shame. I guess a lot of the people, the parishioners that came here, didn't want them to do it because the church was 100 years old. But they insisted. This is the new one. It was built in 1950. But the graves, they say that the graves we were reading date back to the original church time, which was originally built in 1800. So some of these people have been here for a very, very long time. In fact, if you look here, Jarrett, that's the gentleman that originally built this church and built that Travelers Rest. That's interesting. I wonder if he's buried in here. Looks like we found the grave of Devereaux Jarrett. He's the gentleman that that originally started this church in 1800 and was also the guy who put together that that Travelers Rest Inn down the way there. So that's kind of cool. It looks like his whole family is buried here. There's a lot of Jarretts in this graveyard, and it's not a very big graveyard. Oh, I wish I could read that one. That one's been here for a minute. I saw online not too long ago that there's a gentleman, I don't know where he operates out of, but he comes to old cemeteries like this with cleaning solution, and he cleans off these old headstones like this one, for example. I mean, I don't even know if you'd be able to make that out even if it was cleaned off, unless that's the backside. Yeah, I don't know, but anyways, he comes out and he cleans them off and he makes them look really almost brand new. And you can actually read what the... No, I was just talking about that.
It's interesting how a lot of these are just marble slabs too.
Yeah, some of them aren't really, I mean, they're headstones apparently, but I don't know that there was anything carved into these. They're just marble slabs. Yeah, you can't even read these things anymore. Eliza Thacker, wife of Benjamin Will Banks. Died in 1932 at 87 years old. That was old back in 1932. That was really old back in 1932. So this next spot we're going to be driving by, you can't get out of the car because it's a private residence. But this house was built originally by the son of Devereaux Jarrett, who was the patriarch who started the first two locations that we went to. And it's still actually within that family. It was passed down to a granddaughter, and the granddaughter was married to a guy named Hayes, and descendants of that family, that couple, still own this house. But let's drive by here real quick. You could tell this house is old. I mean, it's 171 years old, I believe.
Wow.
Check this out.
And they sure keep it looking nice. Look at that. All the stories you could probably tell.
This is the side of it. We're gonna come around the front here in just a second. Look at that place.
I mean, you can tell that they take good pride in it. It looks really nice.
170-year-old home. It's very cool.
Baby, when you hold me, I rather lost my senses than be lonely. 'Cause baby, when you touch me, I feel holy. Oh, nothing in the world will kill me.
This is the next stop on our little driving tour here. So this home here was owned by Sarah Jarrett Prather, wife of J.J. Prather and daughter of Devereux Jarrett. So it looks like the first 4 stops on this thing are really all they really all tie into the same family. But this is a 14 column, it wraps all the way around the house, 14 column antebellum home that was built back in the 1850s. It's a beautiful, beautiful home, but we can't walk up there because it is a private residence. I would assume you can come this far because there is a plaque here for people to come and stop and look. But wow, I mean, that is just such a gorgeous home, and it's still owned today by the descendants of the people that originally built this home, the Prathers. They've had this in their family for 170 years. That's just crazy. That's just crazy. Unfortunately, I am not lucky enough to have a family go back that far and pass down places like this, and acres and acres and acres and acres of land out here in this beautiful Georgia backcountry. Oh well. So we've arrived at the next stop on our driving tour, Tugaloo Bend Park.
And if you blink, you'll miss the entrance.
Yeah, the sign says you blink, you miss it. And it's true, because we went right past it. But unfortunately, it is raining pretty good out here, so I don't think we're really going to get out. But I just kind of wanted to drive in and...
Yeah, I'm interested because you can rent kayaks here. I would be interested in doing that.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? Office, residence, pavilion, restroom, and nature trails. Buses and vehicles only. Alright, well, it's kind of a weird entrance. It looks like there's like some pavilions up there where you can picnic. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I think that's it. It looks like there's some walking trails here. Unicoi Trail. Picnic area, walking trails. But I kind of get the feeling that that's just about it. There's really...
No camping here?
No, I don't believe there's any camping. You can rent kayaks.
Where you gotta put them in
There's a nice, pretty little field meadow right there.
If you rent kayaks, so where's the water?
I don't know. I mean, there's that water thing down there. Maybe they take you down there and launch you off that thing down there, a quarter mile down the road. But that wouldn't make any sense. Why would they keep the things here?
Maybe you have to walk down that trail with them.
I think this is mostly just for hiking. This is a hiking trail. You can hike along I would assume you could hike along the river a little bit. They have some, like I said, some kayaks there you can rent, picnic.
I'll have to remember
But it's not a big park. I was kind of expecting it to be like almost like a state park type situation, but it's really not. It's an interesting park. I've never been to a park like this before.
Well, not just that, but I think that swamp thing is like right there. Maybe you just kayak along that swamp thing.
It could be. They called it a water trail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they call it a water trail where you can kayak along these water trails.
I would be terrified of it tipping over.
Lizzie. Hang on, baby. Well, we have made it to the next destination here. It's humid enough to when I get out of the car, my sunglasses fog up, so I'm just gonna take them off. Can't see anything. But I'm telling you, we got a little twisted going up, trying to find this dam. We drove right past it. I don't know how we did that, but we ended up on this dead end road, headed up into the mountains, and it literally dead end at this person's property, and the road was narrow, and it was like drop down on one side, drop down on the other side. There's no place to turn around. I did like a 600-point turn to get the truck turned around, and then we get here, and they don't make it really easy to turn around. I can't really see out the front of my truck very well, like close. And I was afraid I was going to fall into that water. But anyways, we are here at the YONAH Dam. This dam looks like it's been here for a long time, like a really long time. You can see the water kind of coming over the edge here. I've seen videos online where it was like full on open. It was just water just gushing out, and it just fills up this whole area down here. But in the time being, it looks like there's a plant here that produces energy, and so they're probably making their energy now. I don't know when they do it. I don't know if it's just going all the time, but even that building looks like it's been there for a very, very long time. But look at this area that this dam is in. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. I'm a little bit bummed out that it has been raining, but honestly, the rain just makes everything just look so nice, fresh. At least it stopped. It's not raining anymore, so let's hope it stays that way. Wow, what a beautiful place. I was just asking Chris. It looks like this, I was saying that it's been here for a long time. It was built in 1923. So next year, in 2023, this dam will be 100 years old. So this, I'm going to assume that building's been there just as long. Almost 100 years, 99 years. Okay, off to the next spot. I don't know what that is yet. We'll be there in not too long, I would assume.
I get dressed up to go downtown. I'm all messed up on a Friday night. Not really here for a good time, but if you're up for drinks and a good...
We have arrived at PRATHER Bridge. So this bridge is no longer. There is actually a new bridge off to the left here, but apparently this bridge was built in 1804, and now you can just see the remnants of it. So we're going to take a look down here after I walk through all of these spider webs and stuff. See if we can get a gander what's left of this old bridge. Yeah, get out of here. I'm probably not going to be down here for too long because I'm getting attacked by mosquitoes. But anyways, here is the three pillars that once held that old bridge that again was built in 1804. It says the bridge washed away but was replaced in 1850, only to be burned in 1863 during the Civil War. The bridge was replaced in 1868 and lasted until 1920 when it washed away again. It was rebuilt only to be burned in 1978 and has yet to be replaced. So, I mean, obviously, why would they replace that when they've got this new one here? But yeah, this was the remnants of a bridge that's been here since 1804. And I think this is the Tugaloo River. I think that's what this is. In fact, I'm certain of it. It's the Tugaloo River. Let's see if we can come over here and get a look at kind of leery of snakes down here. Get them damn. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get out of here real quick. I've probably got about 10 mosquitoes on me right now. But, I mean, it's a nice little river. New bridge. Old columns, hold up the bridge. Now I'm literally gonna run out. I'm gonna run out of here because Man, I'm being eaten alive here. All right, well, so much for that. We'll catch you on the next location. So this road that we're traveling along here, this is part of the scenic drive. It's just one of the roads. Well, it's actually one of the main roads that you have to travel on when you take this drive. It's called the Cleveland Turnpike. Is it Cleveland? No, Cleveland Pike. And
Yeah,
it was
Cleveland Pike.
named after a gentleman by the name of Benjamin Cleveland, who was actually one of the people that fought at the Battle of Kings Mountain in North Carolina. And that battle was actually considered, it was a Revolutionary War battle, was considered to be the turning point for the war. So he was very, I mean, I haven't heard of him, but that particular battle was very, very important in the success of that, of the, you know, the United States becoming the United States. So I guess after he won, or helped to win that war, that battle, he was given a very large land grant along that Tugaloo River, where he lived until he died in 1804. The place is called Broken Bridge, and apparently it was built in 1870. It was a train trestle bridge, and then a new one was built. I don't know exactly where the new one was. I don't see it from here, but this bridge only goes about a third of the way out, and then the whole middle section is completely missing, and then you can see the other side of it over there. You know, people do that. It's like I don't know, some sort of romantic thing people do. That's kind of cool. And that's Lake Hartwell down there. Lake Hartwell's a huge lake.
And this park has got like bathrooms, all these picnic areas.
Yeah, that bridge over there is what we came across. Yeah, it's kind of a cool place. Free to come out here, and picnic areas, and I don't know if there's a boat ramp. I think there is a boat ramp here too.
I see something way down there.
But it doesn't look like they charge anybody to come out here and enjoy it. So this here is a sign for Old Tugaloo Town. It's just a marker marking where this old Indian town used to be. And it says that it's marked by an island north of here. North of the marker, I should say. And if you look past that train bridge right there, you can see it's got four kind of columns holding it up. And dead center in between the four is an island right there. And that's where the old Indian town used to be. And it looks like, per the sign, that it was settled around 500 AD. And then it was occupied by Cherokee Indians around 1450. And then traders started coming to town around 1690. They been there for so long. I mean, these Indian people have been here for so long. I guess there was a Care for Cherokee Firearms Indian agent Colonel George Chicken visited Tugaloo in 1725 and described it as the most ancient town in these parts. Yeah, I wish you could get a little bit closer. I mean, that's really all you could see. It's just really the story. There's not really a whole lot to see other than that island out there just past the train trestle bridge right there. That's kind of cool how they can date it back to 500 AD. I mean, that's quite some time ago. Today turned out to be a pretty good day. We had a really nice time. We took this driving tour into Georgia, right on the Georgia-South Carolina border. Along the Tugaloo River, and we followed this driving tour that we downloaded from the internet. It's just a PDF, and it gives you all these interesting points to stop and take a look at. And it was just a beautiful drive, so we enjoyed it. We had a really nice time. I'll put a link in the description. How about you?
I think my favorite was Broken Bridge. It
Yeah.
had like a little place where you could have picnic tables.
Yeah.
And then it had like a little beaches next to the picnic table, so everyone had almost a little access to it, and it had a boat ramp, and everything was free. That's really nice about being out here, is that you can find these little places on water where everything is free. It's so rare these days, you know?
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, that was a cool place. I like that that broken bridge, and I liked looking at the dam. I don't know. It was a fun day. We just wanted to get out of the house, take the dogs out, and check it out. So if you ever get a chance to go take that little tour, again, I'll put the link in the description, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right. See you.
Bye.